2 hours. That's how long the government's own watchdog says some seniors are actually waiting on hold with Social Security. But if you check the official numbers, it's 0 minutes. Not a typo. 0. Here's how that's possible. And it's not a conspiracy theory. It's something a Social Security commissioner admitted to, out loud, under oath, in front of Congress, just last month. The wait time. That isn't a wait time. When you call the Social Security 800 number now, you get an option: stay on hold or request a callback. Sounds convenient, right? Here's the catch nobody explains to you when you pick callback. The moment you select it, the clock stops. As far as SSA's official statistics are concerned, your call has been answered. Doesn't matter if the callback comes in 10 minutes or 10 hours. Officially, on paper, that's a 0-minute wait. A congresswoman on the House Ways and Means Committee, Judy Chu from California, asked the commissioner directly, "Does that mean callback requests are being counted as 0-minute waits?" And he said, "And I'm going to get this close to word for word because it matters. Yes, and that's just standard practice." Standard practice. For a system where the agency's own inspector general found callback waits stretching close to 2 hours. So when you hear Social Security bragging that they've cut the average wait to under 5 minutes, that number is real, but it's not the number your grandmother experiences when she's sitting by the phone waiting for a callback that doesn't come until dinner time. Where did all the employees go? Now here's the second piece, and this one's about people, not math. Social Security lost more than 7,000 employees since last year. Some reporting puts the number closer to 8,000. That's the lowest staffing level the agency has had in almost 60 years, since before supplemental security income even existed as a program. So how do you answer more calls with fewer people? You move your specialists. Roughly 2,500 employees who used to work disability claims, retirement filings, survivor benefits, the specific technical stuff, got reassigned to answer the 800 number instead. Which sounds great for wait times. Except now, when you call with a real disability question, there's a decent chance the person who picks up wasn't trained to answer it. One lawmaker put it plainly during the hearing. You can pick up the phone faster now, sure, but if the person on the other end doesn't have the right expertise, did you actually get served faster, or did you just get a faster "I don't know"? Somebody's actually watching this. Here's the part that should make you feel a little better, and it's the part most people miss. This isn't just internet speculation. Senator Elizabeth Warren formally requested an audit of the 800 number back in December, and the Social Security Administration's own Inspector General, that's the agency's internal watchdog, completely separate from the Commissioner's office, has been documenting these exact discrepancies in official reports to Congress. So this isn't "trust me, bro." This is on the government's own paper trail. Now, quick word about who's telling you all this. I've spent years digging through exactly this kind of fine print for a living, and what I found on this one genuinely surprised me. Stick around, because the number coming up in a minute is the one that actually matters for your wallet. Two very different stories, same hearing room. Here's what makes this genuinely complicated, and I want to be fair about it, because this isn't a simple good guys, bad guys story. The numbers the commissioner presented aren't made up. Average speed of answer really did drop from a documented high of 42 minutes down to under 5. Field office wait times really are down. And one thing almost nobody on either side disputes: the Social Security Fairness Act, a bipartisan law passed back in January 2025, delivered over $17 billion in retroactive benefits to more than 3 million teachers, police officers, and other public servants who'd been shortchanged for years. That part's a genuine documented win, and it happened under this administration's watch. But here's the tension. Republicans on the committee pointed to the improved numbers as proof the system is finally working. Democrats pointed to the same hearing and said, "You changed how you're measuring success, cut the staff, and called it a win." Both things can be true at once. The technology genuinely got faster in some places. And the way faster gets measured genuinely got more generous to the agency in others. That's not fraud in the criminal prosecutable sense. Nobody's proven anybody stole money or lied under penalty of perjury. What it is, and this is the part that matters for you, is a metrics problem. When the number the government hands you doesn't match the experience you're actually going to have, you need to know that gap exists so you can plan around it instead of getting blindsided by it. Here's the detail that stuck with me most, and I bet it's new to you too. That 2-hour figure I mentioned at the very start, that's not from a critic. That's not from a news outlet with an axe to grind. That number came straight out of the Social Security Administration's own internal Inspector General audit, a review Senator Elizabeth Warren requested after raising concerns about the agency's numbers. Now here's the twist. That same audit actually backed up most of Bisignano's numbers. Service genuinely did get faster for a lot of callers. But buried in that same report was this. For people who pick the callback option, the real average wait is close to 2 hours, while the official stat says 0. So the watchdog isn't calling the whole system a lie. It's telling you exactly where the fine print doesn't match what you'll actually live through. And that's still worth knowing before you pick up that phone. What you actually do about it. So here's your action plan, and I want this to be things you can genuinely use this week, not just things to be mad about. Number 1. If you call the 800 number and you're offered the callback option, know what you're actually choosing. If your issue is time-sensitive, a payment problem, an overpayment notice, anything with a deadline, staying on hold, frustrating as it is, at least keeps you in a queue where someone knows you're waiting. Number 2. For anything complicated, disability, survivor benefits, correcting your earnings record, consider going in person with a scheduled appointment rather than relying on the phone line, since the person answering your call may not specialize in your issue. Number 3. Use your online My Social Security account to check and download your benefit verification and earnings record directly. That way you're not depending on a phone call going right at all. And number 4. If you've been waiting weeks with no resolution, your U.S. Representative's office has a caseworker whose entire job is escalating problems with federal agencies. That's a free resource most people don't know exists, and it can cut through red tape a lot faster than redialing. Look, Social Security isn't some evil villain twirling a mustache. It's a massive, strained system run by people making real trade-offs with too few resources, being measured by numbers that don't always tell the whole truth. Your job isn't to panic about it. Your job is to know the gap between the official number and your real experience, so you're never the one caught off guard. Drop the state you're calling from in the comments, and I'll tell you what I'm hearing about wait times in your region right now. And if this helped you see something you didn't know before, stick around, because next week, I'm breaking down the one Social Security form almost nobody files that could mean a bigger check. You don't want to miss that one.